Hello, welcome. This is Reincarnation Sports Talk in Atlanta. I'm recording out of Marietta, Georgia. It's a lovely Monday morning. We have several things we're going to discuss today. On the agenda is we're going to talk about the Braves from over the weekend, and we're going to be talking about the Falcons a little bit this morning, and we'll wrap it up with a question of the day. And over the weekend we had the Open Championship taking place, which was won by Francisco Molinari. He was able to hold off everybody else from the rest of the field at 8 under for the tournament. And at one point, six golfers were tied for first place, including the likes of Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy, and Jordan Spieth. Woods also even held the solo spot at one point. Molinari, playing with Woods, was runner-up to the PGA Championship last year and has broken through as a major champion now. Winning majors is a big way we judge golfers, and given the leaderboard we bested, it feels like Molinari should get bonus points for being 1 point who kept it together during a windy day in Carnoustie. Here's the rest of the leaderboard was Francisco Molinari, of course, he won. Xander Schauffele, Justin Rose was tied for second, along with Rory McIlroy, and Kevin Kisner also all tied for second. Tiger Woods came in and shot a -5 for the tournament. He's tied for sixth with Eddie Pepperell, Kevin Chappelle, and Jordan Spieth, and our own Matt Kuchar from Georgia Tech came in at tied for ninth with four under. I'm glad Tiger was at a good tournament. It's about time he's bounced back from his back problems and his adversities. He did well this weekend, and it's good to see that he's coming back and making a comeback because he is one of the great golfers that I enjoy watching. He makes golfing fun to watch. Even though we had a lot of great golfers there like Rory McIlroy, Jordan Spieth, and all those guys, and Justin Rose and Ricky Fowler and all those guys. I don't know. It was some Tiger was. He's just such a great golfer, and I'm glad he's back and was able to compete at a high level in one of the majors, one of the lesser majors. I always thought that formerly known as the British Open, which they don't call it that anymore. I don't know why, because it's somewhat politically incorrect to call it the British Open. I never knew why that was, but anyway, the Open Championship. So it seemed like I always felt like anybody that needed to win a major or just to solidify their career, they always ended up winning the Open Championship or the British Open. I was like David Duval. Okay, that he won his major. He got his major. He won the British Open. I forgot what year, but then he disappeared. He disappears off the face of the planet. I don't know. Another story behind it, but that's another topic for another day. Next, we have news and notes from around Major League Baseball from over the weekend. Well, over the weekend, the Braves were in Washington, D.C., soggy Washington, D.C., as we want to say, and they didn't fare too well, I don't think. They took the first game of the series pretty handily, and then the rain sets in for the rest of the weekend. They got washed out on Saturday, and then they come in yesterday, and it was washed out to begin with. They started late, and Fulton Average was on the mound yesterday. He pitched 5 2/3 of an inning and gave up 3 runs. Now I think he was charged with the fourth one when our old friend Sam Freeman comes in, and of course he's going to give up a run, get that run in for the other team for Washington. Of course, in the end, that gives Fulton Average. He gave up 4 runs now. The line on Fulton Average was 5 2/3 innings. He gave up 9 hits, four runs. There are 4 earned runs, three walks, 5 strikeouts, and along with Sam Freeman comes in. He didn't even pitch any of an inning. He gave up a hit in that run that was the charge of Fulton Average, and the rest of the bullpen just crapped it out. I don't. And our buddy Henry Winkler or whatever his name is, he gives up a freaking home run to seal the deal for the Washington Nationals. And Washington Nationals Max Scherzer, gave up he gave it 2 earned runs, pitched 6 innings, 8 hits, 1 base on balls, and 7 strikeouts. And their bullpen came in and did the job. We didn't have a lot of our bats weren't doing that well yesterday. I noticed at the end of the bottom of the lineup, they're the ones that did most of the damage. We had Dansby Swanson was 1 for 4, had 2 RBIs though. Inciarte was 3 for 4, which is good. He's coming back a little bit there, and Acuna again from the leadoff spot. He was 3 for 5. He was on base 3 times. Struck out twice though. And old Charlie Culberson, Mr. Reliable, he was 3 for 5. Freddie Freeman had a hit, and Marquez had a hit. That's about it. Not much to say about anything else. I'm kind of disappointed in the Braves, but not really. It's too hard to judge after the All-Star break because the weather was crappy and you couldn't really get a rhythm going in anything. So I'll give them a break on this one. And I'm not saying the Nationals play really great either, because I really hate the Nationals. They suck ass. So whatever, it is what it is. They're not gonna make it far in the playoffs. They don't have anybody worth a dang. I don't know. I just don't like them. They're the Washington Expos. Anyway, Braves are gonna pick it up tonight again with we're playing Miami. I think we're going down to Miami, so we're on the road, and let's see. The calendar says, I guess we're not gonna be back at home till the 26th. All right, yeah, that's about all we're gonna have about the news and notes about the Braves. I know that Newcomb's pitching for the opener of the Atlanta Braves, and that'll be tonight. I think tonight at, well, when I need it, I can't see it here. That's some real messed up crap right there, huh? Dang it. 7:10 p.m. tonight. Newcomb versus Urania down in Miami. 7:10 tonight, and come on. That's about it for the Braves. All right, now last but not least, we have the Atlanta Falcons. Training camp starts this week. Yay! We have finally is here. It seems like it didn't seem like too long ago that they were playing, but in the division game against the Super Bowl champion Eagles, which they didn't do too bad of a job. The Falcons are coming into this year. I'm very optimistic about my Falcons. We have we have a lot of great things coming for us, but there's a lot of things that are kind of stressing me out about the Falcons right now. Especially you get the Julio Jones thing, and then you have all these other up and coming stars of ours that we drafted, and they're looking to get paid, and I know we're not going to be able to keep all of them. And that's the weird thing about the NFL. These days is it seems like to me that we're all getting penalized for having good drafts and drafting good players and all these stars, and then when it comes down to keeping them all, we can't because they're too good, and so they want to go. They're going to be going off to different places to to get paid. They're going to be going to different places to get paid, which Falcons probably unfortunately won't be able to afford all of them because of the way it's structured nowadays. Anyway, let's come back to that. We're going to talk about the training camp coming up. We have it's this week starting, and I think it starts. Training camp days are here. I know that we're on the power rankings here. I think that's rated pretty high. We have let's see, we have there's a lot of good outlooks for the Falcons this year. Colin Cowherd is picking the Falcons for us to win the South this year. I don't see why everybody's not picking the Falcons to win the South. I think they have the strongest. They have the strongest team all around. We're coming off of back-to-back playoff years. Well, Super Bowl. Then we won a game in the playoffs last year, and then we should have won. We should have beat the Eagles last year. To tell you the truth, but I don't know what. Somebody had their head up their ass on the Falcons, but and we ended up losing 10-15. But we have upside is we have Tat McKinley coming back for his second year. We have all our young guys coming up. Keanu Neal at the safety spot, the strong safety spot. We have, I think we re-signed Ricardo Allen at the free safety spot, and we have our young linebacking crew, which is fast and speedy, which I know Dan Quinn likes to have on defense. And plus, we have our up and coming defensive line, Grady Jarrett. He's another one we have to think about having to re-sign. And then Vic Beasley and everybody. Hopefully we'll be able to keep all those guys, and we'll have to keep a strong little nucleus with us, so where we can go on and win a couple of Super Bowls and break Atlanta from the curse or whatever. However you want to see it, that's what I believe. Deion Jones, he earns a spot on the ESPN's best NFL lineup players under the age of 25, and I like him personally. I think it's one of the best second round picks that we've had in a long time. He's a real fast linebacker. He gets to the ball. He has an eye for where everything's going on in the field, and he's saved a game or two for us. Especially last year when he intercepted that ball in the end zone against the Saints, against Drew Brees. That kind of catapulted us into the playoffs last year, because we were kind of milling around. We didn't know if we were going to be good or what yet, so that kind of solidified the statement for last year. So now training camp is this week. It will begin on Thursday, the 26th. And that's for the players. That's when the players report. First practice is Friday. That will be open to the public. They had a schedules on the Falcons website, www.atlantafalcons.com. You can get to that through my website. Just hit the more info button. It'll take you to the Falcons website, and you can get to the dates and times there for their practices that are open to the public. So we have that starting, which is, I'm excited. I'm ready for football again to start. And they're going to be in training camp for a few weeks, and then I think our first preseason game will be Friday, August the 10th, and we'll be at the Jets that game. So we're looking forward to that. We'll be talking more about that in the weeks to come. We will see how everything's progression through training camp. Hopefully, we will get through training camp, barred without any incidents or anything happening to any of our players. Well, we can be relatively injury free. I know this is a part of the game, and we have to deal with the best we can. So just have our fingers crossed again. Well, that's about all we have for today. I'll be back with you in a few more days to bring you news and notes on everything around our professional sporting teams around, and our college teams around the great city of Atlanta. And we'll probably bring you some stuff on the upcoming college football season this year with Georgia and Georgia Tech, especially Georgia Tech. I'm going to have a segment about Georgia Tech that seems like the decline of Georgia Tech's athletics. I don't know what it is, but you don't see them in the headlines too much about anything now, football or basketball, for the last couple of years, especially in football, and then in basketball last 10 years. But we're going to talk about that. But anyway, y'all have a great day. Thanks for tuning in, and get back with me to my website, RankinNationSportsFans.com, or you can email me at rankinsr1971@gmail.com, and I will get back to your emails, and I would like to read them on the next cast. Thanks a lot, y'all. Thanks for listening. Bye.